You are standing in the pro shop right now, staring at two boxes of Callaway Chrome Softs. One has a flashy soccer ball pattern all over it. The other is your classic, clean white ball. You might naturally assume one is built for better players, and the other is just some visual gimmick. Look, if you make the wrong assumption today, you could literally be throwing your money away on a choice that totally wrecks your confidence out on the course.
Welcome to Golf Gear Showdown. In this explainer, I am Mike, your data and specs guy.
And I am Jake, your everyday 15 handicapper. Today, we are putting the Callaway Chrome Soft Truvis against the regular Chrome Soft in a direct head-to-head battle. Okay, let's dive right into this matchup. What is really interesting here is the exact root of the confusion for so many buyers. When comparing the Truvis to a regular Chrome Soft from the exact same model year, the physical core is identical. The mantle is identical, even the cover is identically engineered. That means this head-to-head battle shifts entirely away from launch monitor numbers, moving purely to usability and visual confidence. It is a real scenario for American golfers every single weekend. Do you want a high-contrast pattern staring back at you or a clean, traditional look? Let's strip away the marketing noise right off the bat. Common feedback suggests a lot of golfers see that Truvis pattern and falsely assume it spins more around the greens, or maybe they think it flies differently off the driver than the standard white ball. Basically, they treat it like a completely separate performance model. It really is not. Based on design intent, the underlying golf ball is exactly the same machine. We absolutely have to clear that up before we even tee off.
Plus, you will want to stick around for round 3. We are going to reveal an alignment secret with the Truvis that most golfers totally overlook, and honestly, it might just save you 3 putts around.
We are scoring this matchup in 6 rounds on the tail of the tape: setup and the hype, distance and forgiveness, accuracy and feel, price and golfer fit, the biggest buying mistake, and finally, our final verdict. Round 1, setup and the hype. Let's get right into it. Moving right along to round 2, distance and forgiveness. Keep in mind, we are looking at real, everyday American golfer scenarios out on the course. We are not locking these things in a lab with robotic iron tests where everything is struck perfectly every time. We want to know what actually happens when you or I tee these up on a Saturday morning, dealing with real wind, nasty rough, and our own swing flaws.
Which brings us perfectly to round 1, distance. Does a paint job actually add yardage? The definitive answer is a hard no. Based on design intent, the compression and the core dictate your distance. Hitting both of these balls with the exact same swing speed yields identical performance. Your club delivery, strike quality, and the course conditions are what matter, not the graphics printed on the cover. Since those core specs dictate everything, the regular Chrome Soft actually wins round 1. It gives you that exact same maximum distance without making you pay a premium just for a fancy pattern.
I definitely hear you on the physics, Mike, but I am absolutely challenging you on round 2, forgiveness. Neither ball is going to magically fix a wicked slice, that is for sure. However, Truvis definitively wins this round for what I like to call visual forgiveness. Look, as a 15 handicapper, I spend my fair share of time hacking out of the thick stuff. That high-contrast Truvis pattern makes it incredibly easy to find your ball in patchy rough. It stands out among dead leaves and is a breeze to track against a pale, overcast sky. Finding your ball saves penalty strokes. Saving strokes keeps your round alive. Round 2 easily goes to Truvis. Round 3, accuracy and feel, the mental game, split. Finding the ball is only half the battle. Now, if you think a simple paint job cannot mess with your head, pay close attention. This is exactly where the psychological side of golf completely splits the player base. Jake, I know you love the Truvis for accuracy and control, but for overthinkers, that pattern is just pure, distracting visual noise. It is way too much to look at when you need a clean, distraction-free setup on the green to just stroke the putt smoothly.
No way, Mike. You are missing the absolute best part of this ball. The Truvis is completely brilliant here. When you strike a putt, you can actually see the end-over-end roll immediately. It gives you instant, undeniable face control feedback. Cut across the ball even a fraction, and that soccer pattern wobbles like crazy. You literally cannot see that kind of feedback clearly on a plain white Chrome Soft.
All right, I will begrudgingly agree with your logic, but only for a very specific type of player. If you already overthink every single read, staring at little red pentagons might actually stress you out and freeze you up. The crucial point here is that Truvis wins round 3, but it is a highly conditional win. It only wins if you actively benefit from that immediate visual face control feedback. If you don't want that, you definitely need the standard white ball. That brings us right into round 4, feel and confidence. This brilliantly illustrates our whole divide today. that Truvis pattern stands out so loudly on the turf. Because the soft feel of the club face is identically engineered for both, the winner of this round comes entirely down to your own mental game. Does a loud, energetic pattern boost your confidence and help you hyper-focus on the strike? Or does a busy ball just make you anxious? Most golfers report that plain white feels classic and safe. Because of that, the regular Chrome Soft edges out a win for feel, simply by keeping your brain quiet over the ball. Round 4, price and golfer fit. Stay tuned because the exact handicap breakdown is coming up next. We are going to give you that specific handicap breakdown in just a minute. First, we need to look at the cold, hard math of golf ball budgets in round 5. We all hate wasting our hard-earned money. I am firmly awarding this round to the regular Chrome Soft. You are getting the exact same core, tour-level performance without paying any potential premium for aesthetics. Unless you genuinely need that visibility advantage Jake mentioned earlier, the classic white ball is by far the simpler value case to justify for your wallet. It is pure performance without the extra flash. Here is my smart shopper move that most golfers miss entirely. Always check previous generation inventory first. Grabbing an older, regular Chrome Soft on discount is almost always a better budget play than chasing a brand new Truvis pattern at full retail price. The performance drop-off between a single generation is totally minimal, but the cash savings are huge. Okay, let's fire right through round 6, golfer fit. Beginners and golfers who struggle with their sight to track the ball in the air, Truvis wins hands down. Mid-handicappers, regular white wins to keep your setup clean and focused. Slower swing speeds or fast swings, regular white wins again, purely on budget. The graphics don't change the compression fit of the golf ball at all. Value seekers on a strict budget, regular white is your winner. It really is that simple when you break down the actual player profiles. Round 5, the biggest buying mistake. You definitely do not want to fall into this trap. Before we hand down our final verdicts, pay very close attention. We are about to cover the absolute biggest trap everyday golfers fall into at the pro shop. I can almost guarantee you have made this exact mistake yourself, or you have a buddy in your foursome who does it constantly. Here is the real insider advice. The biggest mistake you can make is treating Truvis like a completely different performance model. Please, do not buy Truvis expecting 10 extra yards off the tee. On the flip side, do not avoid it because you think it looks like a beginner ball. Both of those assumptions completely ignore the actual engineering. You are buying the exact same high-quality engine, just sporting a different paint job. Final round, the final verdict. Pros and cons, let's settle this. We promised you fast, honest analysis in this explainer. Absolutely no brand protection here. We call it exactly like we see it out on the fairways. So let's lay all the trade-offs right out on the table.
Looking at the board, the biggest pro for the Truvis is that it is noticeably easier to see in flight. Plus, it gives that incredibly helpful visual feedback on the greens. The main con? It can be highly distracting if your eyes strongly prefer a clean setup.
Exactly, Mike. Looking at the regular Chrome Soft, the major pro is that classic, uncluttered, premium appearance that traditionalists absolutely love. The big con is that it offers zero visible putting roll feedback. Also, it can easily blend right into a bright sky or a patch of dormant grass when you are searching for it. Let's run down the final verdicts. For distance, regular white edges it out simply on price per yard. For forgiveness, Truvis wins purely for saving you lost balls through sheer visibility. For best value, regular white easily takes the crown. But what about the best overall ball for the average everyday golfer? Truvis wins. The on-course tracking advantage and that immediate putting feedback actually give you real tools to help you play better golf and shoot lower scores. Now it is your turn to make a call. What is your handicap? And which of these golf balls are you teeing up this weekend? Jump down in the comments and defend your choice.
Make sure you subscribe to this explainer channel today. Next time on Golf Gear Showdown, we are putting blade putters directly up against high-mo eye mallets. We are going to find out which one actually saves you